You take it.
I will take it to be mine. You understand me? And once I get it, there won't be any. So when my mom noticed that this person, okay, this pen it doesn't belong to you, where do you get it? And you must answer for it. So now the system is so towards that we just celebrate this achievement, the wins. We doesn't want to know the process. What are the process? You see a young boy that is supposed to be in the tertiary institution, in fact, some of them don't even want to go to school anymore.
Oh yeah.
Yes, because of all this vice versa and the rest of them. So that is why the pressure may pile more. So and the pressure is it belongs to it. They are the ones creating the pressure themselves. Because why do I want to be like somebody I cannot see the process where he did to achieve what he achieved? You understand me? I want to be like this person as a mentor. As a mentor, I will know how he gets to where he gets. Like I have many mentors. One of my mentor was Pastor Oyedepo. I really love him. You understand me? And I know he's a kind of man that takes no for nonsense. You understand me? He doesn't take nonsense at all. He is disciplined, eloquent. You understand me? I see his lifestyle.
So Mr. Kama, let me trick him. You know that we have positive and negative mentor. Because now those you said again mentor, first I get their going fellowship on them. So then they have mentors, they are doing it in the negative way.
That's why I said, does the mentor teach you the process? Do you see the process? What take him to get to where he is?
But at this, okay, my sister.
I just don't want us to. So because we're beginning to dive out of the question you asked. The question you asked is social media actually destroying our youth? I hope I
yes.
Okay, so I said that we cannot rule out the fact that it is destroying the people that don't know the purpose for which they are on the social media. So what I'm saying that on the whole, it does not really destroy.
It has more advantage.
Like he said, there are two sides to it. Mm-hmm. If you are there for the purpose, you have a purpose for going there. Like I want to go to social media to advertise my goods, for example. If I want to advertise an idea and benefit society, I might destroy myself. I might destroy myself. So I'm saying there are two sides to this issue. So we should not altogether say it destroys. It does not altogether destroy. There's an aspect of it that you can get there and be built. Another aspect of it that you can be involved in. And so the aspect of it that can be destroyed is that when you stay on it without a purpose, you begin to do things like the pornography stuff he talked about. What do you read on social media? Cyberbullying. What do you do on social media? Just to connect with the world and talk to a friend that you don't know, or start doing things like Yahoo and all of that. That is the aspect that is not good. But if you are on it for the purpose of building your life, for example, you want to advertise your goods, you want to get to know what is going on in the other side of the world, that is the world where you are not in, and you want to leverage or whatever they are doing there to make life for yourself. I don't think it's bad.
Okay, so don't forget we have good and bad side of social media. So choose the good part of social media. So we're going to our number 2 question, which is, let me tell you the question to him, sir. So the question says, does unrealistic online standard make our youth choose identities they don't own? That's where you were going to.
I didn't know that. Oh, yes. I think it's possible because I want to be like this. I want to be like that. What are the process? Why do you pattern your life towards a man that you cannot really say this is what will take him to the top? You understand me? And there's a song there that my personality don't matter at all. You understand me? You know the feeling it is.
I think that is old school. Yeah. I don't know the song.
Yeah, I think
I
sang that song. I'm not that song, but I think I see it. So all is just that result. I don't care whether anybody understand me. That is one issue that we really must talk on, and which we have started diving in them. So why don't you look at the mentor you want to be? You want to be like, and it's good to have a mentor, because if you don't have a mentor, you'll be tormented. You just be wandering
around.
Because in those days, you dream wide. I want from child, you want to be like this person. The child shouldn't have this big dream. I want to be like this uncle, but I don't want to be like my father. Yes, because I see some limitations and other things. My family, I don't want my lifestyle. I want the lifestyle of my uncles. That's what I see. So I started getting some of them. This, and that's what really shaped my little upbringing, the little I know. You understand me? Now, if at that time of growing up, if it was this day, because the pressure, if we lie, there's no pressure, there's pressure. Except if we just want to. So it's better.
So there is pressure in the older generation, but it's not like this generation.
The pressure is always there, both now and then. Even from the Bible days. If I dive into the beginning, when Joseph had a dream that he doesn't even know how to go about the dream, his family has to understand that pressure will always be there. He was so. And you understand me?
Yes,
was the entire so there's always pressure, but it is you now that will choose the particular path you want to go to. Don't look at it. Look at there was a young guy that beheaded a lady in Kogi State. Undergraduate, I think it was last year. And when they called him, he said he saw the listing from the Facebook that if you get a girl's hair and you roast it and you mix it with this, and you have money. I don't know yet, but that is how he does destroy a young lady.
His future.
He killed that girl unnecessarily just because we wanted to belong. You get me? So I think that's why I say it's still going to bounce on the society. Let's stop celebrating average. Where what's money that somebody cannot think of. This is how I get my money. Society free a lot of things, though we are in it for. You understand me? And we can decide to change things ourselves and correct it ourselves. So don't let that pressure now make you go on vice to begin to think that will make you modern your life to chase things that are not real today. Because you made mention of that the social media as if some of those things are
not unrealistic.
Unrealistic. Just like what I said now, you just read in the Facebook that when you burn the head of a lady and got into powder and you become money.
So thank you, sir. So please
the unrealistic, the question is unrealistic online standards.
Yes, making them choose.
Identities that are not real. Yes, there's no lie about that. But like he said, it still goes back to the failure of homes. You know, for somebody who is from a well-brought-up background, whose lifestyle has not been all about the ephemeral, you know, this material thing, you will not jump one day because these things you can't cut it in the air. It grows. If what you see every day around you is somebody who is riding a car, you don't know the source of that car. Somebody who has built a house, you don't know the source of the house. And it comes to front, some of the things they come to front on social media, they are not real. It's like you watch television, when you watch the movie, you see a perfect setting, a perfect marriage, you see a perfect home setting. Probably those homes are even borrowed for the purpose of the film. Some people go to hotel to shoot films, and so you look at it like, okay, your sitting room where you live in is not good, your own home is no longer good, so you begin to dream. They're not real. You understand? They're not real. And so they kind of put people who are not well trained, who are not well mentored under some level of pressure. So, but the fact remains that some of those things are not. The person who actually even works and makes his money will not come to the. How many times do you see? I'm sorry to say, the likes of social media. I mean, the likes of Dangote come and say, "Oh, I just bought a Ferrari." He won't because he wants to make his money. And so let me say, he knows the value of what he wants. He knows how he started the journey. He knows the price he paid. So he won't just come and say, "Oh, it is a Ferrari you are seeing." there is a process to that. And so I think going on social media, you should ask questions, what is the process, by which this thing comes about? I think the process is even more important than the results.
Yes.
So just look at the results. Because the result is what you see on social media. The process could be, you could pay more.
Yes.
So a lot of you today, they want a lifestyle because they like it.
Without the process, they don't want to. It's hard. You are born, you pay the price of trying to learn to walk. Crawl, you have running, you fall, you walk, and all of that. You start running, and all of that, and all that. So that's how it's good. But this day you want to be born, and then the next you want to walk, the next you want to start flying. It does not work like that. And that is the presentation we have on the social media. That's not how it works. There is a process. So every success you see, there is a process.
So don't just look at the win or their success.
There are times of pain. There's always going to be a pain before you have the peace.
It's always price.
There's a price to pay.
Thank you, Mas. So if you are watching us, don't forget, today's topic is modern youth and other praise from modern youth, both generation or older generation. So Mas, this case is a kind of rough and sketchy. So it says, is the current economy designed to make young people fail before they even begin?
The modern economy is designed to make young people fail before they begin. I beg to differ. Because what is the society that we are talking about? You are the society. I am. He is. And we are the society.
Yes.
So there's a way we look at things that are not
society and economy.
The economy of society in a way, there's a way we say, okay, if you look at the rising cost of things, we say the current youths are much more under some pressure than the older youths.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the pressure that they are under is because you are born into a world, like I said, where you have the world on your palm through this thing. The whole world is watching us now.
Yes.
And some people that have never been to Nigeria, they are watching us. So what I beg to differ is, I don't know something that makes you to be able to assess every other part of the world. How it has now turned around to prepare you for failure. I don't know how to.
You're supposed to leverage it.
You're supposed to leverage on it. And it's supposed to be to our advantage. So I don't think it's prepared. So it's just because if you don't know the purpose, then there's everything. And that is where the issue of mentoring comes in. Somebody has been there that can mentor you that, okay, this is how to navigate this part. So if you don't have somebody to tell you how to navigate it, there's everything else that you look at it as, okay, everything is working against, the economy is working against us. For even this economy we are talking about, some people have looked at it and have made the best use of the opportunity. It is even easier, yes, it is easier now to be a professional, to make more money, to do whatever, because now you can sit in Nigeria and have certificates from universities abroad. Okay, so I'm trying to say that the economy, I don't think, I don't think it's really set to make you fail before you even begin. No, it's just knowing the process, having the right guidance, then you're not going to fail because you have everything. In the olden days, you don't write letter. Yeah. The letter can take like 3 weeks. It can take 2 weeks before it gets to the president. Now, within a second, I can call, I can begin to solicit. This is my business idea. This is what I'm thinking about. Can we build on this? So you have the word on your palm. So with the word on your palm, you are not prepared to fail. Yeah. It is preparing. It's an advantage. It depends on the side from which you are looking at it. If you're looking at it from the side of, they are preparing us for failure, the economy itself is very okay. But if you look at it, okay, it is an advantage. I have the word. This social media, it is the word on your hands. So what can I build? You have people who are doing research every day. Go online and do research. What can I build? What can I do to leverage on this economy? This economy is not meant to make you fail. It is created for this reason. This generation used to say they are even luckier. If there's any word that they are luckier than the old generation. In the olden days, you go to bank and queue. You take number, go home and eat, and go back to the bank. before you can get money. Now you see right on your seat, you are doing transfer. Things are moving. So I don't think they are preparing. I don't think the economy is preparing any generation, this generation for failure. It's just because priorities are not well set.
Yes.
I think let me just check on something. Now, we grow up to fail and to rise, just like the illustration she gave back.
By crawling, standing.
Now, in the school, those we fail, and then we give us a test. You understand me? Just like one of my boss said, it's a life will give you a test before a lesson. Life will first of all test you, so that you will learn from that test before you go on. Not like the school system. So the school make us to be afraid of failure. Failure itself is a success.
Yes.
So that you take a step towards achieving, and it did not, you have not even taken the step, and you are not thinking that how will you fail? You are begin thinking of failure on the verge of no. Whatever it takes, just like the book I read, one of the book I read, the little business you can do with or little capital. There are books, does that mean? And there's this one of the book I read. What was this man name? Okay, I will say it when I remember. He said the first person that come to Africa, I think it was a shoe company. They sent their representative to Africa, to an African country. And when they get there, the man said, "No, please, I don't think we are going to do well here because in Africa they don't wear shoe." So that one I've already told her there's no need to comment. He saw it as a problem that they don't wear shoe. And another person came again and said, "Sir, we need to come and bring factory." You understand that we need to establish factory here. The whole of Africa needs shoe. So whatever you see is what you behold and you become. Whatever, so because of the economy, in this economy, some people are thriving, some people are making money, real money, and some people are making excuse. The truth is that you cannot make the two. If you make excuse, you won't make money. If you make money, you won't make excuse. So you must choose the one you want to make. So that is that.
Thank you. I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you're enjoying it. So make sure you keep tagging hashtag youth pressure. So that puts us to our number 4 question. So who's taking this? Okay. Has the obsession with early success turned youth ambition into pressure?
Yeah.
Yes.
It has entered their head.
It has entered their head.
Okay,
you can see. Okay, I was actually, like I said earlier, I get involved with youth a lot. So I have a youth that like my protege. And when he made his first money, the first million he made, I was like, okay, this is the first million. So I don't think material things should be the first thing. So I sat him down, I counseled him, how do you make this first 1 million? And he said, okay, can we put it back and see if this money can be, multiplying another. And he said, okay. The next thing he came to visit me and he brought a car. I was like,
the first thing he always
this
coming from.
I thought what I thought he has made this decision, and so there's little to what I can say here. And at some point later, started getting himself into some kind of pressure. Of course, there will be pressure because. Now, there's something I listened to. There's a book I read by Selman. He said there's a position you get to in life. Things will get attractive. You don't need to follow it. By virtue of where you are. Those things will just. It's just like a married woman. You are married, you have husband. You don't need to. It is expected that you have a child, you get pregnant, and you have children. Yes. So by the virtue of the position you are occupying, as you grow, as you move up the ladder, your position will begin to attract you. At some point in my life, I had drivers because of the position I was occupying. So I didn't have to go and look for drivers. Somebody is having driver. I must also have driver. No, but because I got to that position, the position on its own attracted those things. So as youth, I will encourage. Get yourself to that place. Don't get yourself on that place because when you want to attain it before the time, you will be under pressure. There's no how you will not be under pressure. But if those things, if you are there at the right time, if you are in the where you should be, those things will magnet. It's like a magnet. It starts your position, your watching of your knowledge, your certificates that you have earned, your business that has grown will begin to attract things. It's like somebody who is now a madam, who has maid or have gardener. You don't need anybody to say good morning, ma. You don't need to beg for it. They will naturally call you ma. They will naturally say good morning, ma to you. So that is how it is. So, but when you want to have it, by force, that is when the pressure comes in. That's why the pressure comes. So avoiding the pressure is for you to grow at speed. Just grow at the right pace.
Have contented.
And yes, and be contented. Go at the right pace. Pay the price. Let those values magnet those things. So you won't be under.
So Mr.
In that, there's a particular word that says, if you don't fake it, you won't live it. I think it has advantage and disadvantage. That's, you understand me? Because my mentor, once again, Bishop Ireti, I really love that man. He says something that I've met him now, at least I've met him I've met him many times, more than 2-3 times. Now, he says something that there is no show. He was not surprised where they are today. They would have been surprised if they were not there. That the level the man gets to today is not by sudden flight. It has been a rearranged process that take them there. That if you jump, you will come down. You understand me? But if you grow, you will stay up. So the gateway up is not eyeing the top. It is the process that we come back to the process that takes you up. If you jump to get to the up for the world to see you, you will come down.
People want to be seen before they arrive.
So yet it's a step by step. You understand me? The millions will come.
Let me say youth. Youth wants to be seen before they arrive.
And if you are there, the pressure will come. Now, you first money, and the next thing is to go and get car. Even just like the Yahoo they say. And the next thing is to get car. Now, after you get car, and the car is not assets. Like my Oga, Mr. Zion. I really appreciate that man. He really taught me. Car is not asset. He talked about assets and liability. At the particular time, he says that house is a liability, not an asset. I said, with this, I disagree with him. At the particular time, the first time when I started making the money, I went and I spent over 5 million for renovation. So now, is it the house that?
But it's not being but my own idea is
it is the logical. Imagine that out of that, when I built the houses of 2016 and 2017, I will build that house. If that money has been invested in a kind of business that you understand me, I wouldn't have built the house where I built it. Understand me? Sometimes immediately you start getting money, they tell you why I built the house was that my own father, remember I told you, was not my mentor. Because at the particular time I begin to disagree with something. That's what our youths have with us also. You understand me? All this one, like the house I built, now do you think my child will need to stay there? Huh? The children of now, none of them want. Okay, you want to stay in your father, even if you are a man. You like the house. You say, no, this is not the house. This is not a place for them. You understand me? So I thought then, let me build and start. They get me. So now why he was telling us it's not an asset is because the house is not bringing money. So anything that is not bringing money back to you is not an asset. It's a liability because it's taken from you.
Okay, let me ask you a question. I agree with that because I think I agree with that. But at the same time, I believe like if you have a house, like cut out there, it's cool, alright. And if as maybe you were to be renting to a tenant, it's not it's like an investment, it's still bringing money. Am I right?
Yes, but there is not tenant, it's only me.
But
it was the second one that bring money.
Okay.
But the first one was.
So what? Okay, what about if you've not bought a car?
If I bought a car,
and car, which one is
now
better?
the car, if it was a business that really needed as a necessity
To buy the car.
yes, if I'm not using it for a show, you understand me? Like our business is a business of show.
No, I'm talking about like private.
If it's the present
The money
youth
we
now,
have.
the present youth now, if you always want to buy a car, next thing you fuel the car, something will happen to the car. It's expensive, so it's also a liability because it's not added to.
No. I'm just trying to like, okay, we should just keep within the frame of what we are actually talking about. But actually, it is the youth we are talking about, and it's so a very large thing. I'm passionate about the youth. I mean, I remember I started a lot of youth whatever as a young person. I wasn't even married and I spent so many youth things because I was passionate. Because if you miss it at that at a particular age, there's every tendency that the person might struggle through my age. So I'm so passionate about youth getting it right. The question again was about the pressure. And so we're talking about the show, making money to come and show up, and I said the youth want to be seen before they
early success, turn youth ambition.
Early success. Yeah, if you there's a saying in Yoruba, I will refer to. They say over Toromade akara lo fi nra. So there's this thing. That's where mentoring will always come in. And I want to admonish as many that are watching us that the way to go about not using your first money. Okay, by the way, for the international audience, by the way, what I said in Yoruba is the saying that an addict that says the first money you make in life as a child, you are planning to go to use to buy something like toy and none of that, because you are there's this exuberance, so that is why the mentoring thing, which I would encourage everybody to. Some of us have the opportunity of having mentors when we started making money. So I will encourage anybody, any youths listening to us, to have a mentor. Your first money, your first income, your first major breakthrough. If you have a good mentor, it could be a solid foundation forever upon which you build your high papers on and all of that. So I will encourage every youth to get a good mentor to avoid this particular question you are asking, the pressure.
Okay, so that brings to this question. Are parents contributing to the stress or pressure than the society admits? Yes. Because we have parents that will say, oh, Ramalagbaja, yes. So please tell us more.
Yes, I like I said, I'm involved with a lot of things. I have a protege who came to me and by the way, he's just an apprentice. He was learning somewhere and he just got done with his learning and he was struggling to set up a small, fashion business. And he came to me one of the, I don't want to mention a particular celebration, all these are celebrations, or doom as we call it. And he said they had not bought chicken for the mom. And I'm like, oh, it's okay, so how about that? And he said that as I'm seeing, I also borrow money to buy chicken that the mom has been calling him. And I could not make sense out of it. I could not make sense. So that's why I said yes. And I can go on counting, but for the purpose of time, I want to be able to be mentioning circumstances that I have to come in and say, you must still do this. We've had a lot of parents, young people getting hooked up with people treated as female because they want to satisfy their parents. Because parents are saying, bring money. A child who has not worked, I have this illustration I used to say to my youth in those days. I can just bring like somebody that says sit down, you are sitting down. Then another person comes, you're supposed to be like a critical person, you're sitting down. Another person will come and sit on your leg, and I will tell you, okay, the person that is coming to sit on your leg will be bigger than you. So I will tell you, okay, get up. And I will see them trying. So that is how it is in life. When you as a child who has not even been able to find your balance, a father is telling you carry me, a father is telling you carry me, you both of you remain on the ground. You both of you remain on the ground. So parents are sometimes putting these youths, their children, not all parents. We still have some parents who are, I have somebody, just by the I have somebody with me and that we are trying to help. And anytime give some stipend, just for the upkeep. And she said the money is finished. I'm like, how? We gave you some. Said my father asked me for money, and I couldn't make sense out of it. And so it's real. The pressure from parents, most parents, especially African parents, is real because there's this belief that I don't know how to interpret that, but they say that
it's just like
okay, I mean, for the purpose of the international audience or people that don't understand Yoruba, that's where I don't know, when they rose up, it sucks when it sucks the breast of the children. That is the mentality that we have to begin to discard as parents. Allow these children to get a balance. That's how you see them this day. Somebody is coming out of the university. He has not even enjoyed the youthful life. He's getting into marriage. Have you noticed the trend?
Yes.
That somebody is just finished service, you are telling you are pregnant already. From this service, you are getting married. So when exactly do you want to find your balance? So you are coming out, your parents are looked after you, you are coming out, some parents are not making demands now. The next thing you go to carry body, you are going to be a mother or a father, start paying school fees. When will you get the balance?
And the thing is, the pressure will not.
And the pressure will come. And the pressure will come. So parents too, or parents who are demanding to be grandparents,
you should stop pressurizing people.
They want to be grandmother. Yes, I used to tell my children, I'm just a children. Whatever you do with their life, I'm doing what I like in my life. So go and do what I like in my life. If you like marry at 40, that's already. That's the way you are choosing it. If you get it right at 20, you want to marry it. I'm not because everybody will answer to their own exactly. So parents contribute to the pressure more in terms of money. Access to pay what they have not paid. In terms of they push them to settle down on life. You want to be a grandmother because there's competition of grandparents.
Like
right now. I will agree with that. Parents put them on that pressure.
Okay, Mr.
Let me just add one to what she just said concerning the early marriage where youths have not gotten married. I see many of them, which it is the same parents that are taking care of the children, the child they give birth to. One child and even the
grandchild.
The so-called son-in-law or daughter-in-law.
But you are still the one feeding them, and at the end you will be complaining. There's one around my area complaining that this child, the child has just finished. But he got for after NYC, he got a place, he served in Lagos, and instead of you to allow the child, you bring him to take him out of Lagos because Lagos is this and you brought him back, and the next thing is and
so you are pressure real because the parents have failed.
Yes, because you are
the parents have failed. So you are going to prepare the ground for the failure of your own children. That is it.
You understand me? If you fail as a parent,
that's not to say that there are some parents that are not in this category.
Yes.
But I think we have most
seriously. So don't carry your failure to your own children. If you fail in the bringing back, don't think. Yes.
They have time for everything. When you're already close 30 or 28, 29, as a female girl, like what's your personal So like my like they are meant to have got someone, and don't you have someone you are dating next year? Who will be choosing next year for you? You have to have a friend. There's no try to control people's life. Let's allow people to live their life. Really not even like because sometimes they make easy decisions because what people like the pressure is too much, they can't get it. Just for them to get out of it, most of them just do what they want to do and they rush into things and at last come out of that and rush out back. So they rush back.
Some that don't go out. They become liability.
Okay, what's about time? Oh, our time is wrong. Is rapid digital change forcing youth to survive older generation values? Okay, like youth are digital, like in digital world, they are trying to survive on what are the older generation.
Yes.
So thank you.
The urban generation were not exposed to
digital.
So you're just compared with going to your farm. You come back, you have a yam, your immediate family, the normal go to school and you don't have a focus there, but in this generation now,
they are equipped
when they are faced with a very wide options, you know, because like I said, they have the so you can see people doing things. So you are under pressure digitally. That okay, have you heard what's happening? Have you heard? So everybody's it's a rat race. Everybody's on the road. But in the olden days, the older youths,
nothing concerned.
You only see, is it not what you see in school? Because everything is on physical. Yes, wherever your eye can cover, that's what you see. Information you hear television, which is not every point or radio. But now everybody has access to information and it is being released. And so somehow what I put in the youth.
That thing passed away. In fact, today now, even before the pool, the home people in the village, you know, the thing has like before those kings got to that they were already the king as so the child's face is really put.
Thank you. So we call it end, or we are going to end for the very few minutes. Advance. It to the present generation.
I would just say get the government. Get the proper mean and don't hide your pains. Speak up. If you just suddenly notice that you are getting drifted from what and have a purpose. From what your purpose is, please reach out. Don't like not stand in silence. We have a community of people who can get. You must have somebody you're responsible mentor like doctors. And you have books to read. They don't read anymore. So I will encourage you to read. Read book. So it's about advice
is why are you doing this? Is a question that I think I read from this book, Focus Driving Life. Why anything you are, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? Why am I born into that? Why am I even interested? So if you are trying to, in the process of knowing the why, that is when you know how to achieve that why. You understand me? So why everything? Why is the world like this? Why is this? You understand me? It will give more questions that will need more solutions. So and it is in the providing of those solutions that you are ever really becoming what you are becoming in life. You understand me? So just to know why you are doing whatever you are doing and the circumstances which you find around yourself. And my family is not well to do. Why is this so? You understand me? That really helped me. So that's what really shaped my life to the point that I left family, I left the north now to come and start life.
You don't even know you are going to just have black face that is it. My God. Okay, thank you, sir. I really appreciate you coming over. Give us this wonderful speech. Like, oh my God, I'm inspired. In fact, I've learned one or two today. So let's lighten up the mood. It's time for our task challenge. So today I'm doing a task challenge. You pick up your phone, stop picking up your phone, play to the video, enlighten 2 or 3 people. No, let's not be 3. Let's do like 5 people. Say I will not be pressurized. Then you hashtag us, you tag us, and you post it. Anybody with the highest like will win something. So thank you for joining us. Thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So to every youth watching, I just want to tell you that your journey is valid. So whatever you are doing today, have a purpose and give it a process. There's set a lot to do. So give it a process. Don't be pressurized. Be committed and keep working hard. So no matter what it is, you will get there. Don't be pressurized. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to join us next week, the same time and the same day, Friday at 12 p.m. Bye. Stay optimistic.